I know exactly what you're talking about. Portuguese are the exact same way.
Oh, I'm the odd
Irish
man
and
out. I'm
Portuguese,
quiet.
man.
Is it because I'm
Um,
French Canadian? Am I quiet?
oh, then you hold on. Then you really need to play Marathon with my buddy Simon. He is legit French Canadian in Montreal right now, and he was on the other day. I just was like, I wanted to get on with you
Yeah.
two,
Mhm.
but yeah, man.
Just in
Yay.
case.
So
So I did
did
not.
somebody? Oh, go on.
No. Did somebody what?
Did somebody finish reading Dungeon Crawler
No,
Carl?
I wanted to so bad.
Have
I
you done
had
any reading?
you know I put together this last weekend. I put together Morgan's bed, and we've been recovering since. Oh my god.
No, I did not know that. She has like a big girl bed now? Or
Yeah.
a toddler bed?
Yeah, because I did tell you guys that she climbed out of the crib by herself, right? A couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we got her a big girl bed.
Is that not one you can lower?
The crib, it's already lowered all the way down.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but the thing that sucks is we thought, oh, let's make this multifunctional, and get one of those bed desk shelf combination ones.
Okay.
Oh my god!
What
Fucking
happened?
7 hours of pure torture.
Oh my god. Was it really that bad putting it together?
Uh-huh. Put it this way: my mom picked up the kids from our house on Friday. Picked them up around 5:30. We called it quits at around 11 that night, and saying we are fried. We don't want to do this anymore. We'll get back to this tomorrow. Still took another 3 hours the next day to finish.
Ugh. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Where'd you get it from?
We got it on Amazon, but it's the problem. The problem is, unfortunately, it's the cheap Chinese crap.
Okay.
Where the materials are really cheap, but they over-engineer it so fucking much. It's not even funny.
So we, first of all, I was going to say that you got it. We didn't get it from. We got a kitchen island from Etsy. I knew what I was getting into because in the instructions they spell kitchen with an A.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that does not bode well.
Nope.
I was going to say, I think, Mike, you and I probably have bought the same furniture from MC Escher's House of Horrors.
Yes, we have. Because ironically
Nice
enough, our instructions had a similar situation, except for us, one of the panels showed it has you put it together a certain way, and one of the pieces has a specific mark that has to go in a certain position. We followed the instructions to put it together. Look at the very next thing; it's backwards.
That is exactly so. That is exactly what happened with us too, where they had two pegs.
Yeah.
They had a hole where they like had a male end and a female end, and in the instructions, it's like it should be in this location, and then it wasn't. So we called the company, and we're like, "Hey, either your instructions are very wrong, or these are the wrong parts." And they were like, "No, just build it." And I'm like, "You don't understand how instructions work. It's not like, okay, so you're going to be doing a puzzle, but halfway through the puzzle, just do whatever, man." It was, oh my God, it was horrible.
They want you to make the holes yourself.
To be fair, though, it is a really nice kitchen island. It is pretty legit.
All right. And Morgan likes her bed. Won't ever fucking do it again. No, well,
She's gonna keep that one until she moves out.
If you ever get stuck in that situation, I actually legitimately will come to you and help you build because Shawnee has built so much
Mm.
crap. Like like basically, if you come to my
Yeah.
house, most of the furniture in some capacity I have
Yeah.
built, and it's like we could literally build a second house with the amount of Allen wrenches that have come with our furniture, and we always get it. And like after the first three, I was like, okay, you know what? We should probably keep these. We might need these
Yeah.
later. And now I'm just like, as soon as I pull it out, I'm like, nope, garbage,
I have
garbage.
a bag of those
Well,
wrenches just hanging out because you never know. But of course, I've got
I
like
mean,
screwdrivers and stuff with the keys
yeah.
on the end of it, so you don't need them
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, I did. That's exactly what I
Yeah.
have. I have like ratcheting. I have three ratcheting screwdriver sets. I have a ratchet set. I have all of the stuff. I have impact drills and or impact drivers and regular drills and all that fun shit. And I still am like, hey, I might need this one Allen key that I don't know the exact size of. Is this metric? Is this not metric? I don't know,
You
but I'll
forget
keep
which
it.
country we live in.
Oh Jesus.
So, no dungeon crawler Carl, huh?
No. And
I'm sorry.
and it was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, so we had to move around a lot of the furniture. Like, Sawyer's long
That's what she
dresser.
said.
Ha ha, very funny. No, but
Yee.
like, you haven't been over yet, Sean. But oh my God, Adam, do you remember?
Who am I? Hello. It's nice to
I'm
meet you.
sorry, I am fried. I'm sorry. No, you know Sawyer's long dresser, right?
I don't know who you are, but yeah.
Oh, huh. No, we took we had to take it out of their room, and now Callie and I are using it because it won't fit in there.
I I I don't know what to do for you guys. You guys need to like build onto your house now. Just move one floor up.
What?
Actually, someone down the street from us just finished like their addition. They have
Yeah.
a whole second floor area now.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to see.
We've thought about it, but
You guys need space though. I feel so bad for you.
Oh my God, we're figuring it out. But the last few days, long story short, the last few days we've been trying to figure things out and get rid of stuff because it's tight.
That's what she said too.
Hey,
Ew. Anywho, I haven't read anything either, so don't feel bad. I also didn't put any notes in the thing because I was like, oh yeah, there's a notes app that we use, and I didn't write anything. My
I
bad.
wrote notes for last week's one and then was like, oh, I should add more notes. And then I'm looking, and it's been a slow week. So, Mike,
Yeah.
you got some good ones on here.
There's a lot of Xbox news that I wanted to talk about, which is why they were on my mind.
Yeah. I think there's a lot.
You guys
of
want to get into it?
Yeah, you got some good like this Nintendo, which again we'll get into after we introduce ourselves and all that stuff. But this Nintendo one, I want to hear about this.
This is the backwards hat cast. Because we're styling tonight. No, this is Rebelback Podcast episode 86, and I'm backwards hat Adam.
And oh my God, I'm very fried, Mike. Apparently, oh my back.
And I am here. I'm Boston Red Sox Sean, which is
Nice.
funny because we actually have the game on. And man, baseball guys. Speaking of gaming,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things about the new ABS rulings and things like that. And like, there's a lot of calling for like, do we need the umpires anymore? And all these people are making bad calls and shit like that. I'm like, Jesus, the game is really changing.
so that's not even the funny thing is I think the amount of time. So Terry went to a game
Just the other day.
last week. Yeah,
And
just the other day.
I saw the igloo cooler drink things that she's got. Those are cool.
Oh, they're awesome. They're so cool. So Terry went to the game, and basically she was like, there was 4 times where the coach went to the mound to see whether or not like they want to change pitchers. Each time it took 10 minutes. That is 40 minutes of waiting for somebody to make a decision
Jesus.
in an already like 3-hour game.
Yeah.
It is
Gross.
wild. Oh. But it's still fun. Like I would love to. Oh my god, I can't wait till the next time I go to a Red Sox game, or just a baseball game in general. It's a very non-stressful. It's the lowest of. It's not the lowest of lows. It's like the most medium of mediums,
Hmm.
and then either everything's going great or the world sucks. And it's like 3.5 hours of just nothing, and then 3 minutes of just random shit happening.
When Meg came out to visit before I moved out here, we actually went to a Tigers game out in Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit. Wait, you're from Detroit?
Yes. Where have you been?
I've never asked you.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap! Did you watch Detroiters?
Yeah. I had this argument with my boss. I do not give a shit because I don't like him. I don't think he's funny. Sorry. Sorry. I came in really hot.
If you need to build furniture, I'm not helping you.
That's fine. I like doing it myself.
I'll help you.
I enjoy doing it.
I'll help you. Actually, I don't mind doing it.
I'm my own man. I can do it myself.
Tim Robinson is
Sucks. I mean,
like, you don't like him. It's not that he sucks. It's just you don't like him.
He's funny. I don't like his comedy.
Sure. Tim Robinson is basically like Tim and Eric or Mr. Show.
But see, I like those. But I don't like Tim
That
Robinson.
is insane that you don't really.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the natural progression. I mean, they've all been on the damn show, right?
Yeah,
Odenkirk
yeah.
was on I Think You Should Leave. But forgive me, you have not watched. Have you watched Detroiters at all?
No.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
Okay. So Mike, for people with taste,
Hey.
oh,
Hey.
if you want, if you, I don't
Taking
know
my
if you
ball
know
and
Tim
going home.
Robinson. Listen, if you like Tim Robinson, or if you've ever watched Tim Robinson, I think that you would really. Detroiters is arguably one of the funniest shows I've ever watched, in my opinion. I would watch it, but as Adam says, it's very polarizing because if you don't like Tim Robinson, you will not like this show. I think he is hilarious. So go into this as you will.
Okay.
But I watch it.
Yeah,
It's good.
it was when I went to go look up what if I recognize the show at all. I know him. I know him as like the YouTube Shorts videos, and it was kind of weird. Like his type. If it's that type of comedy,
Yeah, I kind of.
I think I know what he means. Like, people are making shorts or memes out of some of his bits on I Think You Should Leave. Like, 55
Right.
burgers, 55 fries. That shit.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 shakes. I'm doing something.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
That's not why.
like if it's that kind of humor,
Oh,
then
yeah.
I can get into it because it's like stupid.
It is very. It's. I will say that Share Company. If so, he basically has a movie, Friendship, and Share Company. Those are his two newest things. Those are very different and extremely dark. It is dark.
Yeah.
But like, I think you should leave. I think that's a good jumping on point. Or if you have Netflix, watching his episode of The Characters,
Okay.
The Pointer Brothers.
Yay.
Wagyu.
Now we're just going to be quoting a show.
Yes. Oh, so you have watched it.
Yes, that's how I know I don't like it. I tried. I gave it the old college try. I sat there through it, and I'm just like, this isn't funny. I'm not laughing. Sorry.
And
I
my
tried.
dogs are outside freaking out right now, which is nice. Yeah, but where was I going with this?
Because I'm from
Detroit. Forget. So I will. Your love of other Detroit natives noted.
I don't care where you're from. I mean, I think Kid Rock was from
I don't care.
somewhere in Michigan too, and I'm not a fan of him.
Oh God. Oh, fair, fair. He also, I don't think he's from Detroit. I think he's from like a suburb of Detroit. Like he lived in an upper middle class house, and it was like, you know what I'm going to do? Spend the early 2000s looking like I'm like if you touch
Like I
me,
haven't
I'd be
showered in a
sticky.
week.
Right. And then the last half, the post 2010, I'm going to pretend to be like a cowboy, but like a cowboy who started his career by being a rock enthusiast.
Hmm.
Hancock.
He just wants to be on the podcast.
He does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're having a fun time out there.
So, what is the Nintendo news that you were both seemingly excited about, or should
Well,
we wait?
before
for
you
that?
do, why don't you introduce those?
I did.
Yes.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
I am not paying attention.
You even said
Hi.
I'm here. It's me.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm brain dead.
Okay. Mike's the burnt
so
out
the-
one. What happened
Yeah.
to you? You don't have an excuse.
We're all burnt out. We're all over the age
We're
of
all-
35. We're all.
Oh, okay.
It's all going downhill, baby.
I thought you were going to say
This-
40. I'm like, hang on a minute.
this meat bag is just rotting its way to the grave.
Yay.
I felt insulted
Anyway.
I felt insulted the other day. Was watching. I found a freaking video on Facebook that it's like, oh, if you are, if you were, if your birth year starts at 19, when you get up, you creak with your back. I'm like, son of a bitch. That's not an
My
exaggeration.
back, it's my knees.
There's that point where you get up and it creaks, and then there's the other point where when you have to get out of a couch, you have to do like a
Yep.
full roll out.
Yes, that was in that video too.
That's where I'm at now. Like it doesn't matter. It could be like the most, stiff, sturdy couch on the planet. I roll out of it like it's a beanbag chair.
It's easier to get up. Okay, now that we've established our age, we've aged ourselves appropriately.
I remember when video games used to be on the Atari.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, I do. I remember playing it.
You say, dude,
I remember where I was when I first got my hands on the Atari and actually played it.
I have never played an Atari.
how old were you?
Fucking nerd.
Really?
Uh huh.
I was 5, I think.
Okay. And you're what, 38?
Hey, turning 38 this year.
Dude, shut up. I'm 43. Turning 44 in like 6 months. I remember playing Atari before we bought a Nintendo. So I was like 5, right? And then we used to play Land, Air, Sea Battle.
Mhm.
That was the game we used to play all the time. And like the Atari version of Pac-Man, which was,
Yep.
and Asteroids, which was phenomenal.
Asteroids has a very near and dear place in my heart because when I used to go to the dentist in Michigan, there was these little chairs for kids that were in the shape of teeth, and they had a tabletop, like bar tabletop version of Asteroids, and me and my sister would sit across from each other and take turns playing.
Oh,
So I was like, I need to get an Asteroids table for my house at some point. Just the nostalgia thing. It's nice.
wait, do you have an Asteroids table now?
I wish I did. I can build one.
You'll get there, man. Reach for them stars. Literally.
Okay, what about Nintendo?
Anyways,
Oh.
yes.
And I'm
Oh, yeah, okay. I just looked at the notes. I know what this is.
Oh, okay. So, this is the first time hearing about it, but apparently Nintendo is being sued by 2 people already. due to the tariffs being deemed illegal. I want to say
There's a caveat to that. They're suing Nintendo because Nintendo is suing the government for tariffs that they imposed illegally, is what they're saying. So they're the government's working on some sort of system where they're paying back people for the tariffs that they imposed.
Right.
And because Nintendo's getting this money and they had raised their prices for consumers, there's some consumers out there who are like, well, you're getting a kickback from the tariffs. What about us that you raised the prices on? So they're deciding to sue Nintendo for it.
But again, from my understanding, the tariffs are on the imported goods. So why would Nintendo raise prices? Like the resellers would have to be the ones raising prices, no?
That was part of the reason why they held on to the Switch 2 at first. Like, they were estimating what they were going to price it at because they were thinking about changing the price at that time because of the tariffs.
But they weren't.
I know
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's
make sense because we're the ones who are paying for it when at the storefront. So I don't know,
Right.
but that was a whole thing when they unveiled the Switch 2. They were like, "We'll tell you about the price later," because they were mulling over if they were going to have to increase prices for things or not.
I wonder if like the import in, because if Nintendo of America as an entity probably had to pay the tariffs to import them into America.
And then they offset the cost by raising the prices here for them.
Right. Well, they raised the prices for the resale for the storefronts, and then the storefronts then subsequently raised the prices for the
Yeah.
consumer,
Right.
which is in my industry we had a similar trajectory at one point, but now they're illegal, so yay, I guess.
Yeah. So some people are suing Nintendo for a part of that money.
That's where I was confused. I was like, why are they suing Nintendo if the raise in price was right? Like,
It's mainly because they are getting the money from the illegal tariffs back. So they're like, well, they want a part of that, or they feel like they're owed it.
that's a very strange. Man, we're living in a hellscape.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Just everything's great. I'm just gonna drink more seltzer.
Because my
As the world burns down around us.
and what I'm liking about this is that the last part that they brought up, where Nintendo didn't really raise the prices too much until the end, where Xbox and Sony did it right from the get go.
Right.
How the hell are they gonna figure that out?
That's a good question, but I'm also alongside that, I have been following some people talking about Sony's pricing for like their consoles and things since I think we had talked about a couple weeks ago that they had planned to, or they did, raise console prices again. And someone compared the prices for the consoles over their life cycles as they have come out, and typically they've gone down. Like, I think the most is like they were cut in half by the end of the life cycle. This one has gone up by like 30 or 40% over time instead.
Right. And is at the
Backwards.
end of its natural life cycle, anyways, right? Where,
Yeah.
what, 5 years in, my PS, I got my PS2 at launch, and this thing is like older than some of your kids, Mike.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's wildly old, and I mean it plays great, but I'm also like, okay, now what you're saying is my one at launch is cheaper than what you could buy now when the system is becoming antiquated. That's strange.
And it's probably gonna be that way for quite a while.
It's also because it's not just tariffs, right?
Right.
It's also chip
It's
shortages.
because of the chips
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Chips and shit.
Also, changes in technology don't help. Innovation is good. And that's usually how they manage to bring the prices down, whether it's deals on whatever internals they need or finding better ways to make them, like the form factory or what have you. It's just usually they pass that along to make it cheaper on manufacturing the consoles later on and are able to bundle them with things, and they've been out for a while, so they have to make up the difference on games usually, which is why they used to sell consoles at a loss, but now it's just like they have to recoup everything that they can.
or well, like they could still sell them at a loss. I think this is kind of endemic of an overarching trend in corporate infrastructure where now every corporation is trying to charge a significant amount more money for things that we were paying less for, and no discernible thing has like become better with it. Netflix, you
Well,
know,
I think that's part of the catch too, is that make up they have to make up the money on the back end for where they're spending it. And what I mean by that is they probably could still sell the consoles at a loss, and I'm sure that they are to some point. But then they also have a catalog full of licensed games that they have to pay or whatever that licensing fee to have it on their services like PS Plus or the Game Pass or whatever. And then that glut of years where everybody was like, this is going to be an exclusive now. This is going to be an exclusive. We're buying these studios. We're buying all these people and stuff. Both Sony and Xbox took hits to their bottom line when they spent all that money to make games exclusive, cutting off the other sides to actually make them money. And now we're seeing kind of like the the leftovers of that and what's going on, which I think plays into part of why we're seeing a shift in Xbox this week as well. Like they're changing their pricing structure. They've actually changed, or they're going to be changing the brand name again, and they're adjusting prices for Game Pass and introducing something new to it. So, Xbox has been bleeding for a while, so anything that's going to help them is going to be nice, but I still think that they might be too far gone. So what I'm specifically referencing is the new CEO said that Xbox Game Pass is too expensive at the highest tier, which we've all talked about. I've complained about because $30 for it is way too damn much. They're going to be dropping it down to like $22 or so for like the main tier, but then there's also like a build your own kind of thing, or like they're introducing other options later on. Call of Duty is no longer going to be day one on Game Pass, and they're removing those games too from it. And there's no more Xbox gaming, or there won't be Xbox gaming anymore. It's just going to be all Xbox, and Xbox is the profile under Microsoft. So this person's coming in and trying to make some big changes to hopefully help Xbox out.
That's funny. I'm looking up the stock value for both PlayStation and Xbox, and as I'm doing it, I'm realizing I don't know anything about stocks.
I know some about stocks. What are you looking at?
No, I just literally pulled up the Nasdaq on it on Microsoft, right?
Ooh, what did it start this? Can you tell what it opened at this morning? And then around, let's do from 12 to 3. How much did it change?
Oh yeah, it dropped.
Wow,
Dropped
really?
significantly. Yeah. Here.
Okay, so around then is when they started announcing some of these changes. So I'm really surprised to hear that it dropped.
Well, I mean, so. By the way, I didn't know that I searched this on Bing. Ugh,
Another Xbox
gag.
product or Microsoft product.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder why it says it's a strong buy.
They're biased.
Oh yeah. No, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder if. So again, the changes you're saying is that they're just restructuring their branding and they're removing stuff from Game Pass.
Removing stuff to make it cheaper for people to use and introducing new versions of it later on.
I don't know. I feel like
It's a
I think
start.
you're right. I think they're. I think you might be right. They're too far gone because, like, I can tell you, looking at the ticker for this, it says at noon it was well at slightly before noon it was at 4:20, and then
Hey,
by 2 it was it was at 4:10.
mm-hmm.
So who knows?
We'll see what this person can do. I should say her name is Asha Sharma. I think we've mentioned her when she was taking over, but I don't know. I'm just hoping that we can get some kind of glory back with Xbox because they were, I mean, aside from Nintendo being consistent, they were like at the top of their game with the 360 and even the original Xbox when they first broke in. So it'd be cool to get back to some semblance of that at some point, but I don't ever see that happening again.
I don't know, friend.
Come on.
Saros has a special controller for the game.
Oh, yes. No, it has special haptics.
What does that mean? Because the
So
DualSense has
it,
special haptics for any game as long as the people build it into it.
right. By the way, I can go into PlayStation's model of making games that are like, so you have your PlayStation 5 and then your PlayStation 5 Pro
Oh.
upscaled games, which is pretty funny. Um, so on the adaptive trigger, so basically when you're shooting, depending on how far down you pull it, you can use alternate functions on your gun.
Okay.
So like a half pull, like again, I'm assuming like let's say you have a rifle with a grenade launcher underneath. If you do a full pull, the rifle, and then if you do a half pull, it can shoot a grenade.
Okay. I thought it was more like feedback. That's what I think of when it comes to haptics.
Oh, and I mean, looking through this too, and I read this when I put it on there, but I forgot what was in the article because it was a while ago. Um, one of the things, it's interesting, like they're, um, so basically they have this PSSR support, which I'm
Hmm.
assuming is like it's an upscaler that
Yes.
uses AI in some capacity.
I don't know about
Um,
the AI, but it is their own upscaler for graphics and stuff.
right. So basically, you can run 4K at 60 FPS, and it's not a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, which is, I mean, great. I still only own 1080p TVs, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a 4K TV until the one that I screwed into the wall dies.
Uh, did you not know about the Dungeon Crawler Carl TTRPG?
I really didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's just I want to say in the last week or so, I had been seeing them pop up, the advertisements on Facebook pop up on it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I've been meaning to ask you guys. I'm like, is this legit or is this like one of those scam shits that
No,
you
it's
see all the
legit.
time?
It's real.
No shit.
You know, considering the themes of Dungeon Crawler Carl as well, it's kind of funny to see that there's actually some backlash on the DCC subreddits and stuff
About what? I haven't even
about
gone too far
about
into it.
that.
Like, what's the?
Just like consumerism and stuff like that. It's like it's kind of ironic doing this and it earning $5.5 million.
I give the people what they want because I
Yeah.
mean, was this oh my gosh, um, was this like a fan backed project? Like, did they?
I don't know who owns the actual thing, like who's running that, but I think it has his endorsement. Let's see if I can find where they.
It does. It does. I think it does. Oh no, it's based on it. Da, 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 da. I think it is only because I think I had seen um, an interview with Denman and the developers of the game. I think.
Hmm.
Also, but hey, you know what? I'll give it this. At least it's not like an actual video game. You know
It's
what
a
I mean?
tabletop game.
No, I know, but like tabletops. I mean, I think for what DCC is, and again, I think we talked about this before, which is it seems readily made for a video game, but the implementation of that video game, like the whole premise behind Dungeon Crawler Carl is like anything can happen.
Yeah.
So how do you convey that in a video game unless it's like No Man's Sky level of like intricate detail?
And it has to be like roguelike.
Uh huh.
It'd be very cool to see the webtoon get turned into a proper anime.
I'd like to see that.
I think they nailed the look with their manga style for the webtoon, so I think that it would work really well looking like that as an anime.
I know. And actually it's funny because like looking at the art style that they have on the game, I mean on the tabletop game,
Hmm.
right? Like I'm actually more of a fan of that the anime version. It's like very 80s. I just put it in the in the chat.
Oh, I like that look too, though. That's like old school D&D looking.
Yeah, okay. I get you.
And not to mention, the covers aren't too far off from that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He was at a hockey game recently. Matt Dinneman was, and he gave one of the hockey players the first actual copy of the new book. And I believe underneath the cover, like you know how they have little words or the anarchy symbol for the second book and shit like that.
Right.
Underneath the cover to this one, I think it said something about "fuck the cheese dicks."
What?
Yes.
Okay, Mike, you'll learn about that later. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Where-
Slightly better than haunted vagina.
Haunted Vagina. Oh my god, they actually in the trailer they have Pony. Aw, and Mongo. Aw. Actually, I like that look for Pony. If you get, I don't know if you've watched it yet.
I have not, but I will watch that later.
I will watch
Speaking
it later.
of watching things, who here has actually watched the Street Fighter trailer?
I put it on the thing.
But have you watched it?
Yeah. I watched it when I put it down.
Uh-oh. Eh. You don't like the campiness? Or like the... I don't know. I feel like they translated the game really well and they know what they're making and they're like full on into that.
Sure. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm legit curious how, like, what is the story going to be? Like, I do like how they're taking kind of these older properties. Like, again, we have a He-Man movie that's out. Great. Um, it's very strange. Like, it's a really weird, like, I'm watching the trailer right now on the side, and it is very much over the top.
I think it's going to be more like Ken's story with like the main... I was going to say like the main three, which is like Ken, Ryu, and Chun-Li. And they're going to be sprinkled like throughout there and you're going to follow characters. But I think it's mainly about Ken's story. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from the trailer.
Sure. When is Blanca gonna show up? Like, I'm curious
I
how
forget where, but you see him.
yeah. I want to know what that wrinkle is. Oh, there's Zangief. I mean, I like the art direction of the movie. Like as far as the trailer that I'm watching, um, I I just got a thing in Threads that said we're recording right now.
As if you didn't know.
I'm glad that I got that notification. Otherwise, I would have not known. I mean, here's the thing. I think if this movie is campy and fun, rock on.
It's
Raul
not going to be
Julia.
great, but it's going to be good for what it was, or for what it is.
Oh, so have we ever talked about good bad movies and versus bad good movies?
We have not,
That would be
Okay.
interesting.
but we
Okay.
should. You were
We
going to
would no.
say the original Street Fighter with Raul Julia. He was the best M. Bison, yes. But was that a
Yes.
good bad movie or a bad good movie?
Oh no, that was a good bad move. So bad good versus good bad. Okay, so
Okay.
a good bad movie is Pacific Rim. It is a cheesy, bad, stupid concept
Yep.
done extremely well.
Okay.
A bad good movie would be what's a bad good movie?
Aragon.
Um, no,
Would you just say?
that's just a bad movie.
Did you say Airbud?
No,
Aragon.
Aragon.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, they need to remake that.
Oh
They
my
need
god.
to redo that. It needs its day in the sun.
For,
And I've seen a lot of like backlash against the books because they're like too juvenile, and I'm like, no, man. Like the guy who wrote it was like
he was
17
Yeah,
when he wrote the first. Yeah,
he was a kid
just freaking.
himself.
He was a baby. I'm trying to think of a. It would be something like the Goldfinch, where it's this really lofty, over the like overtly artistic, like
Oh, kind
holier
of
than
like
thou,
Metropolis.
perfect, perfect, where it's a movie that takes itself way too seriously. When you watch it, you're like, this is just kind of funny. Like it's not even, it's not good. And Street Fighter looks like it has the potential to be a good bad movie. Mortal Kombat was a good bad movie where
Yep.
Oh,
it's
dude, the first Hitman
dumb,
movie was a good bad movie.
right?
The sequel, the second, Jesus fucking Christ, the sequel was absolutely terrible. But I love the first Hitman movie with of course I can't even think Timothy
For
Olyphant.
me, the only
I
yeah.
didn't know that he was an actor in any sort of anything until that movie, and I'm like, oh, he's actually pretty good. And then I
Yeah.
like followed his career after that. But he's always
They
been
do
good
it.
in everything he's been in.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because like he is kind of like typecast now as like the Western guy, but
Yep.
him in Deadwood, like he has like a barely simmering insanity throughout the entirety of that series, where at any point he looks like he's going to murder somebody.
Dude, talk about typecasting. Wasn't he in The Mandalorian as like the sheriff of one of the towns?
And then he has his own show called Justified, where he's like
Yeah, I
another
know. He
cowboy.
can't get away with it, or can't get away from it.
And then he was on The Good Place as being like basically another cowboy, but like parodying himself. I like him. I think he's a good actor. I like him in stuff, and it's funny because again, he's now typecast. Him and like Woody Harrelson are typecast as like folksy down home guys,
Yep.
Could you
which is really funny.
say? Could you say that? Oh God, I just lost who it was. Fuck. I just lost it. I had a perfect one too. Maybe we'll come back to it. I might remember it. I don't remember.
Are you talking about actors who were in good bad movies?
I got it. I remembered. Talk about typecasting actors. Jason Statham. He basically plays himself. Is that typecasting?
I mean, he well he did he did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and then he did Snatch, and then he was just that character in a bunch of other shit. Like actually, to be fair, in Snatch he was like funny and witty, and like he was good in it, and then he was the beekeeper.
Yeah.
And then he just does that. He was the driver or whatever it was.
I will say he was really good with dry humor in The Italian Job, which is still like one of my favorite movies. Funny enough.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait,
That-
that's the one. Is that the one with Marky Mark?
Yes.
Yes. And Charlize Theron and what's his name?
Speaking of,
I
by the way,
forget.
of
Old man. Donald Sutherland.
good, bad. I'm sorry, bad, good movies is The Happening.
Oh God.
That is that is a really high level concept
It's like an
that
allegory
they
for allergies.
I watched that one time. Like I forget. I watched it on pay per view, which shows you how old I am, right?
Hmm.
Because I was like, oh, I was really into like Sixth Sense. I was into The Village, kind of. Though I was like, huh,
Oh, really?
uh, yeah. And like the turn. Well, the turn of it, I was like, at the time, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then like later on, when I like grew a brain, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second. So what you're
Grow
saying is
brain.
no one ever saw a jet fly overhead?
No,
No one.
never.
Oh, that's the steel
Oh,
birds flying
hang
in
on.
the
I think we
sky.
left Mike in the dust there for a second. Do you want to know what we're talking about with the happening?
Yes,
Have you
please.
watched Happening?
I've never heard
Okay,
of the
so
movie.
imagine this. Take a moment.
Okay.
Drink this in.
After this, we're going to
Imagine,
talk about vampire crawlers.
yes, and I really want to hear your take on it.
Yeah.
So imagine that you have a concept for a movie where plants release a pheromone or something um, that causes people to want to commit suicide, to unalive themselves. Okay. Seems like a pretty high concept for a movie, right? Where
Okay.
it's, you could easily turn that into something that is like, I have no idea what's going on.
Mm.
And imagine then that you have the stars of that movie be Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel, and John Leguizamo, which then leads to the scene where he's like, there, Mark Wahlberg, not playing it for laughs, like
Mhm.
being very serious when he says it, is like, hey, I think it's the plants. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I think we have to worry about the plants.
Oh
And
my.
it's like, I'm
He
like, dude,
he talks to the trees too,
yeah, he's like, don't
and they
kill me,
leave him
Mr.
alone.
Right. So imagine if you will, the Andy Samberg skit from SNL.
Yeah.
Um, Mark Wahlberg talked to animals.
Yeah.
Imagine
I'm gonna
that,
go talk
like,
to a goat.
yeah,
Hello, goat.
hey goat, I'm Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my god.
You eating a can? I was on Entourage. So he imagine that, but without the humor
Hmm.
and
Played very
and
straight.
played very straight and no cute animals, but trees instead.
Hmm. That's the happening.
People
What?
paid money to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So if you're not a fan, M. Night Shyamalan, speaking of typecasting, where it's,
What a
he
twist.
had, well, yeah, he's literally like, every movie that I'm going to make has going to have a twist.
Talk about typecasting.
Mm.
And except for Avatar The Last Airbender, at which point he was just like, the twist is that I'm going to take this franchise and drive it into the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I,
was
I
that was a bad one.
I don't know which pissed me off more, Last Airbender or Aragon. They were just that
Oh,
bad.
Hmm.
they're both, that's a tough call. Ooh.
Isn't Aragon just bad, bad, and then Avatar is good, bad?
No, they're both
No,
bad,
they're
bad.
they're bad
They're
bad.
both
Okay.
bad, bad.
'Cause
Okay.
But
Okay.
Aragon
Sorry.
Aragon pissed me off so much that I wanted to leave the theater halfway through and ask for my money back.
Oof.
did you read the books?
I was the biggest fan of the books. I
I didn't
still
read.
have the books, the original books that
Um,
I read.
the only one I haven't read was Murtaugh.
Yeah.
Um, all of the
What'd
other
you
ones,
call me?
you know what I call you. Hey. Um, the only one I haven't read is Murtaugh. I've
That one
read
I
the
haven't read. Yeah.
four or five main books, and then there was like that novel, like that novelette
Mhm.
that happened at the end. Um,
Novella.
novella, novella. Thank you. I read that
I
too.
like novelette.
Novel, novel light.
There you go. We're inventing a new dictionary.
So, oh, I do want to talk about Vampire Crawl. Let's talk about that first because I saw
Okay.
something that was very poignant to a thing we were discussing yesterday,
Okay.
Adam.
What's that? I need to know now.
Okay. So basically, it was a retrospective on whether or not it's worth getting Starfield in 2026.
Okay, yeah, because you showed us the picture of it on the PS5, and I was like, "Are you gonna get it?" But I don't think you said anything.
Uh, so here's the thing. Like, if the thing that makes me worried about first of all, I'm not paying $60 for it. I'm
That's
not
fair.
doing it. I'm not doing it. And I don't want to say I'm a Bethesda apologist, but I'm like, okay, I can get on board with a pretty decent, Bethesda game. I have yet, when Skyrim came out, it was a phenomena.
Hmm.
Fallout 4, less of a phenomena, but people really liked it, right?
It
I
got
have,
better over time, and people responded better to it as time went on.
I mean, to be fair, like I wasn't enamored with the building mechanic. I think it was kind of
Neither
hackneyed
was
and
I.
stuck in there, but
Yes,
fine.
absolutely.
Sure, we'll go with it. It got better over time. Rock on. I have I legitimately have not heard like an overwhelming yay or nay on Starfield. Most of the things I've heard have been nay, like weird bugs and like it's a Bethesda game, and some of the funny quirks like getting hit in the head with a hammer, a mallet, when whipped by a giant and flying 400 feet in the air. That was cute in 2008, but now it's like, guys, we're beyond that. You know what I mean? I honestly don't know. And we were talking about it yesterday, and so I was reading this guy's article, and it was, guy's like, no, don't.
The game has some actual like gameplay things that happen that makes it really funny. Like there are Crimson Raiders and other sky pirates, space pirates and stuff that you can see land on the surface of whatever planet you're on. You
Hmm.
can go and like start killing them and they'll like try to take off again and then you can board their ship as it's about to take off. So you can try to kill all the people in the ship and take it over, but the ship is a pirate ship, so you fly it into space and there is the equivalent of like the space navy there that sees it and you're on board the ship. They're not going to know who you are and just blow up the ship. Shit like that can happen naturally.
Yeah, and I'm like reading. So, for example, he's talking about the free lanes update where he's like, it adds some quality of life stuff, and one of the things it adds is the ability to fly your ship from one planet to another. Except you can't
Yes,
land on
because
a planet.
it was all cinematics and like fast travel shit before, and people were like, "Well, you're losing the actual travel aspect. The only kind of traveling that you had in the game before was landing on the planet and walking in whatever direction."
Right.
So now there's actually traversal in space where you can come across more events or more things that are happening, derelict ships, distress calls, blah blah blah.
I think, and I
So
guess,
it's Bethesda. It's gotten better as they've gone on, and they've actually made some quality improvements to it. I would say it's a soft yay just to try it, especially if you like Bethesda games. It's worth trying, even more so if you like space and you like the idea of the new game plus, like I told you about. But I I don't know that it's worth 60.
yeah, like, I mean, I'll say this for Fallout 4. Like, it took place in Boston, so I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, you could find, like, Needham, and, like, I think you could find West Roxbury where I'm from. Like, it's one house, but they're like, it's West Roxbury. And you're like, cool, this one house is my hometown. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I started playing it, and again, it gets to a point. I Fallout 3, I loved. I loved Fallout
Yes,
3.
same.
Fallout 4, I was like, okay. I'm like, it's okay. And it got to a point where, again, like, I kind of just hopped off of it because I was like, okay, I'm tired of getting radiation poisoning for the 180th time. I just want to be done with
Hmm.
this now. Um, but again, I mean, I don't know. Like, if they came out and like were like, hey, we're gonna $20 per Starfield. Okay, maybe, potentially. No, I'm not paying $60 for that.
Yeah, that's fair. would you pay $10 for vampire crawlers?
I'm trying to justify that cost. To be fair, I'm trying to, like, so Vampire Survivor. I was playing it the other day actually, just because I was like, hey, I'm bored, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll toss it on, you know, music pumping, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill some fucking plants. And then now, like with that, I legitimately want to hear your take on it, your experience. Yes, no, indifferent. Lay it on me.
All right. My biased
Oh,
answer is obviously going to be what?
ooh,
Go ahead. What?
that is an interesting start to
Uh
that.
huh.
Okay. So, biased answer is yes. I like the game. I've been playing it in my spare time, doing like the odd run here and there, trying to better understand the game mechanics, how evolutions can work, and the upgrade trees. They're not even upgrade trees. They're the regular nodes, just like from Vampire Survivors.
Right.
I'm still learning a lot of the ins and outs. I'm only up to like level 5 in certain dungeons right now, but that's because I'm still leveling up the crawlers and the cards and the relics and things like that in the game. It it has the Vampire Survivors feel when you start racking up combos and playing cards and learning how to stack your combo with what you have. So, for instance, I just found out today that you can have cards be negative mana cost, to where it gives you mana to play it instead of being 0 cost or 1 or whatever. So, the idea is you're chaining cards to make your combo bigger, which in turn makes the card that you play next in the sequence even stronger. So if you're making your cards negative, you can gain mana while you're attacking things and keep building your combo from -1 or -2 up to 1, up to 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. There's also wild cards that you can use in place of those numbers to go to start another combo back at 0, or to start at 2, or wherever, to match the cards that you have in your hand to keep that combo going. And then that's when all the crazy shit on the screen happens and you see all the colorful lights and things bouncing around and gems coming out. The dungeon traversal is kind of meh, because it's a pre-designed path that they have. You see the path, and some of the relics will show you where certain things are on the screen. You don't see them at first, but it's just walk along the path. You can choose some fights you can ignore, other ones you can't, but it's just go to the enemy, beat him, next enemy beat him, next enemy beat him, get to the boss, go down a level, and get through all the levels of each thing at an increasing difficulty level. I think it's up to 5 floors, and then at the end the Reaper comes. I don't know if there's the same kind of like end game mechanics like Vampire Survivors yet. I don't know if you can have all the same items and crazy shit that you get later on like Vampire Survivors yet. I do know that there is a mechanic where it won't let you play cards repeatedly. Like eventually, like you keep playing the same card from your hand back and forth, it'll start cracking until you play it a certain amount of times and it breaks and it spawns a different kind of Reaper that you have to fight in the same battle that you're doing. So there's like little hidden mechanics like that in the game. But I'm still trying to experience what all the game has to offer and get as much out of it as I can. But there's something missing comparing it to Vampire Survivors. The game is fun. It has a hook in me, and I like going back to it. But there's something missing going from the Vampire Survivors game to a card-based system for Vampire Survivors.
That's fair.
I think it's fun. I think it's worth the $10. But don't go into it expecting the same as Vampire Survivors or having the same feeling. It's packaged in a different way. It's the same game, same characters, same shit you know and love, just in a different format. And you'll either enjoy the format, you won't like it at all, or it'll just be whatever.
Fair. Fair. Are they still going to be updating Vampire Survivors? I'm assuming yes.
Yes. So, whoever's running whoever the community manager is for Punkle has had a busy week, because after they put Vampire Crawlers out, there was an interview or two that came out from them that said that they have 15 projects they are working on. Not necessarily games, they are 15 projects, and that could be within their studio, it could be helping out with other studios developing something with their Vampire Survivor system, or like the Warhammer Survivors game that's coming out later on. There have been a handful of outlets, I think Kotaku was one of them, that specifically said that they were working on 15 games. And the community manager had to keep posting and was shit posting about that, saying it's not games, it's projects, and like trying to deal with the fallout from that and play referee to the actual news that's coming out. So, yes, they're still updating Vampire Survivors. They showed the roadmap, I think it was at the end of last year or maybe the beginning of this year, about some things that they're working on, but they were all keyworded and not telling you specifically what it was. But there's at least 3, I think, that they have in line for Survivors right now. And then, like I said, they have the was it Warhammer? I don't remember now. But the other Survivors game that's coming out that they were working with, and then whatever other projects they have going on. So they're busy right now.
Okay. I mean, it'd be a shame if they kind of left that game in the dust, but hey, as long as they're still updating it, that's cool.
They have built an empire on that game, and it is awesome to see. Dude, we didn't get to talk about this, but they are one of the main people who started that AAA initiative, which is just like a cavalcade of indie developers showing off their games, and they had a showcase a couple weeks ago that showed off all these different indie titles.
I mean, I feel like that's it's so interesting, like the gaming space that we're in now, where you have GTA 6 worth $500 million, you know what I mean, of development. And then like Vampire Survivors, a game that is basically just like muddled sprites, but is just fundamentally awesome.
It's the new age Flappy Bird.
I think the thing is like, and I think that's the hardest. If somebody says to you like, okay, you play video games, okay, what do you play? And like, that can be such a varied response. A director at my company, we were talking about video games, and I was like, "What do you play?" And he's like, I don't play because I brought a Marathon because we were playing it, and he's like, "I don't play Marathon. I play primarily first person games. Like I'm sorry, like not first person games, single player games. I prefer a more structured story versus a like a MMO experience." And it's funny because so do I. I'd rather play I'd rather play a game that is like has a really good story, a good gameplay hook. I'm on board with it. But like you could ask somebody to be like, "Yeah, I play FIFA." That's all I play. Um, I play Forza Horizon, Forza, right? I play, I'm going to pick up GTA, and I play 3 games. And then you have people like, I think this group where it's like, yeah, we play everything. Vampire Survivors, do it. Marathon, let's go. Minecraft, rock on. Which reminds me, I need to actually, while I'm on this, I might as well see if I can access my old Minecraft.
I don't know what the point we were trying to make was. I've lost the plot. That's okay.
That is
John, are you excited about the Black Flag Resynced stuff that's come out lately?
Yeah, so I put something on there. The graphics look phenomenal.
Have you seen what they are actually changing?
Yeah, they're basically axing the modern day storyline. Yeah, I mean, I
They've
get
added
it.
some new characters. They've changed how you auto-fail eavesdropping missions now. I guess you don't auto-fail that. They retooled combat to be more of a parry system. The parkour system is more like Shadows now.
Really?
Yep. It looks good though.
Yeah, I
Also,
mean,
people have been speculating that it's Ubisoft that's been leaking this information rather than actual leakers. But who knows?
to be fair, they need a win. Ubisoft has
You get
been.
to see. I think that the trailer's already out, but I thought it was coming out tomorrow. I think they have a little showcase thing for it.
Did not need the volume.
Oh,
What happened to you?
No, I was watching the trailer in the background, and it just the sound started playing for whatever reason. Okay.
by the way, you can't sign in with your old Mojang account anymore.
No, that's been done.
No, there was an email that came out and they had you swap over to something.
Okay.
Microsoft account. That's stupid.
How long ago was that?
Oh man, like 2 years ago, I think was the deadline. Because I did it within a couple months of it being the last time you could.
I honestly thought it was longer ago, longer than that.
Might be. I'm just taking a guess. I truly don't remember.
I know I didn't have a Mojang account when I heard about that.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did because I played the game when it was in beta a long ass fucking time ago.
Me too. Me too. Back when it was free, you could just download it for free, or if it was like $15.
I paid him, yeah, I paid him like 10 or 15 for it. And then that was like through PayPal to do it too, directly to him.
So, and it was funny because I was like, oh, I should see if I can just download it again. Oh, wait, no, because now it's under Microsoft, so I have to pay $50 or whatever it is to buy a game that I already owned once.
Yay! It's fun.
What jerks.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Why is Australia mad at some games/platforms? What's going on? I didn't
Basically,
hear about this.
yeah, basically, the issue that they're running into is they're trying to determine the culpability of certain games and also certain gaming platforms like Steam
Mm-hmm.
and how kids can be groomed through it.
I hear him out there.
Where's Puppy? Backpack from yesterday.
We're good.
Yes, so
So much warmer in here.
I don't know. Got that open because it was warm. Anywho,
um,
that was my wife.
my wife. So basically, the Australian government's asking like Roblox, Microsoft, Epic, Valve to specifically outline how their systems are preventing child grooming and the spread of extremism. I mean, it's a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I feel like if you're going to get into a strange fringe, government thing, or if you're going to be groomed, it's going to be through your friendly neighborhood video game, right?
Yeah. You would hope that there are some things in place to prevent that, though.
You would hope.
You would hope.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure that there are things to prevent that, but at the end of the day, even predators, money's
As long
green.
as they don't do the Roblox thing and like put the onus on the people playing the game.
That's stupid.
It's like, this is going on. You know it's happening. Don't blame the person playing the game. Do something about it.
I mean, it is pretty interesting. So basically they're intimating that they know that specifically, because again they very specifically chose Roblox, Microsoft, Epic, and Valve because of
Which makes sense because it's all multiplayer stuff.
right, and also right, and the gaming platform itself, right? So
Yeah.
it's it, yeah. I mean, I guess they have some data backing up that there is some level of grooming happening or some level of spread of misinformation and extremism. Which I mean,
Mm-hmm.
again, like Roblox is basically, you know, Gen Z Facebook at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And Discord is turning into like the social media platform for a lot of people too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
That's
mean,
where people go to hang out.
it makes sense. I mean, it set itself up as like, I mean, hell, we're using it. Like, it set
Yeah.
itself up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, and actually, this is something again to show you how old I am. I went onto the marathon Discord, and I was confused. There's so much happening, and like just going on to like any one of the ongoing threads, it's just boom, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah, it's nonstop.
how do you read this? Like, what do you do? Like, do you stay at the bottom? Do you scroll back up to see what you missed? It's the amount of information. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like there's a point where I was just like, I'm just gonna use this to call my friends, not read anything because there's too much shit going on.
Yeah. All right. Let's say we wrap this up with something I'm going to call the Marathon Minute. Let's discuss
Oh,
Marathon.
which I mean is pretty apt considering we just had the Boston Marathon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I was talking about the game, but yeah.
No, listen, I'm trying to draw.
Yes, it was
So
Patriots Day recently and
yes,
Marathon Monday. And yeah. Yeah.
also a movie with Mark
Anyway.
Wahlberg. Also, very strange choice to make in term not only in terms of content but timing of the movie releasing. Very strange.
How weird. It's
He
just like all connected somehow. We got to figure this out.
It was the plants. It was the plants that did it.
Damn you, trees.
Damn you trees.
Okay, I don't really know where to start about Marathon, but I'm gonna do a check-in with you guys. How are we still feeling about the game, especially with how things have changed, what new modes they've introduced, what we've gotten our hands on doing? How are we feeling about the game still?
I enjoy it.
I'm waiting for the butt.
I don't know. My feelings are neutral at this point. Whereas before, it was still a lot. It was fun, but it was a lot of apprehension. Most of my playing had to do with basically wanting to hang out with you guys,
Right?
which is why I was willing to play, even though I didn't care for the idea whatsoever when I heard about it. But now we're at the point where I feel I have a grasp on it, and I'm not constantly dying and feel terrible. And it's sort of it's feeling comfortable like Destiny did, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense. You're learning the when you play. To me, that means that like when you play a game, there's a certain feel to it.
Yeah.
And as you play it, you get more comfortable with that feel. You start learning the ins and outs of things, and just like how you can kind of manipulate the little things.
Right.
What I equate that to is like movement in the game.
Right.
You guys see me hopping around, sliding on things like that. That's me getting comfortable with the actual movement and understanding how the mechanics underneath things work.
Right.
And like what you can pull off.
Basically. No, I agree with that entirely. And the tweaks that they've made on the item system too, with how often they drop stuff and where when they
Stacking.
Oh, that was a big help. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it came to ammo. It is better. I'm not liking how often they said that stuff's going to be dropping with mobs and stuff like that, because you could get them pretty often, and I like the fact that it made you slow down. But now it's giving us false sense of security, in my opinion, where this isn't Destiny, where you're going to respawn and keep all your stuff, but you're feeling like, oh, I still get it often enough that I don't care.
The only pushback I would have for that is if you have a green shield, it's typically 2 shields, and your depleted kit will only fix one part of that green shield.
Right.
So while it's still, while they have increased the drops and the stacks for them, if you are engaging UESC or runners a lot, you're going to be burning through those kits.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I would say, even on the last run we did, like I started with 6 shield kits and like very quickly got down to like 2.
Hmm.
I do like. I'm sorry. Continue, Mike. I apologize.
No. I'm listening to your point because I think I feel somewhat the same way. It's just I can see it in a way where, because I was going through them like nothing too, but my thinking was the amount of times we can pull those from just from them spawning in on their own. It gave it still left enough of a feeling that, hey, this is difficult, you need to pay attention, versus but still be able to progress along without having to Jesus, how do I explain it? Without constantly watching your back, type of thing. Whereas Destiny, you didn't care. You didn't care. You can waste everything. Basically,
Item
vampire.
management.
Huh? Yeah.
Item management.
Yeah. Seems more of a to me. Marathon is more of a puzzle game to me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Destiny was, hey, I'm just gonna fire shit up and really don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually have to think with Marathon. I think they overtuned the drops. You definitely get way more now.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I don't... Dude, is this live in all the game modes, or was it just live in the sponsored kit version? I'm not sure.
What?
But the stacking to 6. To me, like, I'm glad
Oh,
that
no,
they
it's-
increased the drops.
I think it is. I think it's in all game modes.
Yeah.
It's in all game.
Okay. I think it was a good change to increase the health kit drops and like tune the ammo finds and things like that. But I think they over-tuned it. And that's just based on playing yesterday. It felt like I had way more than I actually needed and had to drop some to make space because I was like, shit, I don't have enough. And then come to find out, you get them every time you kill a bot.
Right.
So, yes, it helps with early game healing and whatever, but like, you can't take them with you. If you have them in your inventory in the exfil, they get turned into credits. How do you feel about the sponsored kit mode, where basically everyone's on a level playing field?
Surprisingly, I had fun with it.
And how do you feel about cryo?
Oh my god, it's a whole other game in and of itself.
Uh-huh. So you are now, are you still positive on Marathon, or are you neutral?
I'm neutral. It's fun. It really is a lot more fun. It's not just like us hanging out together type of thing anymore. But it's not, hey, this is the best game in the world either. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can see the potential, though.
Sean, same question.
So, touching on that, like I actually like the amount of drops to a point. I think like you, Adam, where it's like you get so used to in the game running and just grabbing the first thing you see. Oh, this I'm just gonna grab all the stuff I can, so if I have to exfil, I get something for this run. And eventually you look and you're ready to pick up something and you're like, oh wait, I have 3 6 stacks of depleted shield kits. Um, One thing I would, and again, I will say that I'm pleasantly surprised with how receptive Bungie is on implementing changes, though some of them are strange. And again, I think the thing that they're running into is they made this game. It's extremely hard, right? Like it is not an easy game.
No.
And that would be fine if they didn't, you know, drop, at least according to the article that I read, $200 million to develop it. So now you're in a position where,
250, I think.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, now you need to cater this to a mass market. And while, us three ding dongs are like, hey, you know what, you died 50 times today, that's fine. If you're a casual player, why would you pick up this game? Why would you'd buy it for $40 because it seems relatively
Okay.
low, and then
There.
you're going to die 3 times in a row, and then you're going to be like, well, if this is what the game is, I don't want to play this anymore. If you guys weren't playing and I bought this on my own, I would have probably just been like, all right, well, $40 down the tube.
So do you think they don't cater enough to casual players?
I think they need to add something, and I think one of the things that they posted in here was like, okay, how do you make this more marketable? Because again, they need to recoup the amount of money they spent. Are they?
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
it
they sold 1.2 million copies in the first week or two, so it's not terrible.
not terrible, but it's also does not recoup. They're not making. You're not paying monthly to play this game. You pay the one-time
Right,
cost,
they're banking on cosmetics and stuff.
right? So at the end of the day, how do you make this more marketable? How do you get new people to purchase it? Because
Hmm.
now, if you haven't bought the game, and oh kitty,
Snow.
uh, if you hadn't bought the game when it came out, right, like right when it came out, and you were going to go buy it now, and you're going to look on the subreddit, it's going to be like, okay, well, I just see a bunch of stories about,
It's
people,
gonna be a D2 situation all over again.
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
It's gonna be a paid game that goes free to play later on.
right, and I don't want to see that happen,
Hmm.
especially considering I paid for it. But
Yeah.
they're not
I,
there.
I see that as just supporting developers you like. It's the
Sure.
cost of doing
Well,
business.
this is the first Bungie game I ever bought, so um, I think that, and they brought up a good point in this article where they were like, they should add a campaign mode. They should add PvE only. They should add one of the things that I thought I would be better at, and I am not better at, is I'm pretty okay when it comes to fighting UESC, but against other
Hmm.
runners, I'm hot garbage. I feel like killed.
You managed to down some guys yesterday.
Listen, guy who literally did 2 full team kills in one run, and like and this is not a slam either. You are extremely good,
Oh hell
especially
yeah.
comparatively to in this entire group. That being said, there are people out there who are fundamentally phenomenal at this. So,
Yes.
like, I think the thing they need to do is they need to tweak it a little bit. I I like the idea that we all have to start at the same ground level again.
Mm.
So that way it's not going to be like, um, I don't know, Team Fortress 2 scenario where everyone knows every single solitary alcove and also has like phenomenal weapons. We're all going to
Right.
start from the beginning. I do
Yep.
like that they're adding maps. I do like that they're going to add more shells. I like that they're going to add more maps. I think they just need one other thing. One thing that I would love to see is like a firing range. Like I still, for the life of me, there are so many weapons I can't
Yep.
get a handle on how they handle. So
It's what a lot of people have been asking for too.
right. So like shooting down the sights, which should be relative. I'm like, oh, I got this guy, and I shoot somebody, and like half the shots miss, and I'm like, why is it missing? I'm aiming down the sights, and it's like, oh, handling is different with different guns. That's what I would
And
like to see.
there, I've discovered, well, it should have been apparent, but I'm learning just how far the damage drop off is with certain guns, and that really plays a big difference into your damage and damage output and DPS and all that.
Sure. And I think that's the other thing too, is like if you're going to market this game to just your average Joe, right? Most people are not going to get that granular into strategy of pushing versus running, DPS, you know, the bubble shield, waster
Double
shotgun,
shield shotgun meta,
right? And it's like most
or looking for specific mods for guns because it fits your playstyle.
right. And the thing that makes this fun for me is playing with you guys. So if you guys up tomorrow were like, "Hey, I'm not going to play anymore," I might do some work runs once in a while, but I'm not going to be like,
Right.
I wouldn't be bummed if I didn't play it again. They also the other thing is the extraction shooter genre does not always play well with lore. I fundamentally like there are points where like the whole meta game and like the whole ARG that's awesome, but you don't need to know any of it. And I don't know how I feel about that because Marathon as a franchise is just a lore dump.
hmm
But I like it.
I wish that their, I'm going to say, story for what's going on for this first season and like easing people into what's going on. I wish that it was not. They have it set up in such a weird way, and there's so much of it that it's just not easily accessible, and people are going to miss out on a lot of stuff, especially because you're in an active war zone essentially. Because any time you stop, you're at the risk of getting shot. So you have to run from A to B and do these things, and there might be some things involving your contract that you'll miss in the world that is kind of important if you're following along with the lore or something like that, because you'll miss it entirely for XYZ reasons, or you're just on the move, not paying attention.
The
Like, perfect example was the one doctor that was covered in spores or whatever on the wall inside the data wall on perimeter. That was one of the scientists that had an assistant that was doing some experiments at quarantine that I heard in one of the codex entries, and I followed their story, and that was where she ultimately ended up, like, doing these experiments and understanding what was going on with the flora and fauna of the planet. That's what ended up happening to her. So it's like you're
right.
discovering what happened to a lot of these colonists or the planet itself and shit like that. But it's not front and center. You have to do work to get there, and it's not always guaranteed. So
Right. And
it's
even
kind of
then, like
fragmented.
I'll say this too. This happened literally yesterday where we were at Outpost and I was like, I was watching I'm assuming mortars, though they're supposed to be like some sort of terraforming project,
Yeah.
shooting into the sky. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like taken aback. And the one thing I wish they made the game uglier because you can't, it is a
You want to stop
beautiful
and look at
game.
everything?
You do want to, and people put a lot of work into it. Except you're
Mm-hmm.
right, you're in a war zone. You can't stop. If you
Can't stop and
stop, you
smell the
die.
roses.
Right. And I think that's one of the things without a core group that you play with that you're actually friends with, this game could be a slog.
Yeah.
But if they address some things, if they make some other play modes that are a little bit more accessible for people, like especially for me. Like again, I don't want to jump onto a game and get shot in the face 50 times. Like if there's something I can do to like still explore this world without having to constantly be afraid of getting just murked, then I am all in 100%.
Mm-hmm. So would you say you're still positive on the game,
Yeah,
or are you neutral as well?
I would say I would say the game I am neutral swaying positive except for this group, at which point I would say positive. If I didn't have this group, I would say I would be neutral to negative.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right. And not because the game is bad. It's just because this game it's not scaled properly for solo runs. And if you don't have a core group that you like, if you're loading in with randos, you have the chance of getting in with a cool group or you could get in with a group that waits till you go down, loots you, and then runs off and does their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no idea.
Yep. So you're saying it's not very approachable.
It's not approachable. And for someone like me who's like, okay, I play video games when, my wife goes to bed, right? How do I want to spend that time? Do I want to spend that time just
Do you want to
dying
hate
or
yourself
either,
after you're done?
which is saying something because again, not because again we do need to cut this short soon, cut this short
Yeah,
at
it's 10
some
o'clock.
point. But for the people
Ow.
listening, there was one contract.
Wait for this to come up.
Parasitism 5 of 5. Me and Adam both had that contract at one point. Okay. And we had run through it. I don't even know how many times at that point. It was in the double digits at that point, right? And we finally got it done. And we're running and we finished it at the end. And you have in the game you have exfils where you can exfil obviously, and then once time runs out, you have an extra minute to find the last exfil and get out. We're running again. I'm the medic, so I'm like huffing and puffing, and I'm
Because you're a chain
overheating.
smoker in the game.
Yeah, and like as I am now, and we get to the exfil, and Mike and Adam jump in, and it was counting 3, 2. They jump in. It counts to 1, and then as it transitions to 0, I jump in. These two guys exfil. I stay stuck in the map. So then the thing that we already did double digits on, I did not complete the contract. So we had to go back again over and over and over and over again. And we finally completed it last night. And
Mm-hmm.
at that point, the game actually started becoming fun again for me because it was so painful. And it was funny because Adam was like, "Oh yeah, he goes, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a lot of fun with this." And I'm like, "Fuck you."
Tell me how you really feel.
No, I mean, it was those are the things that kind of do make up this game where you put in the work, you get the contract done, and you're like, "Yes, I finally did it." And then you die 50 times in a row immediately afterwards.
Mm-hmm. All in the name of fun.
How about you?
I like it. I'm enjoying every update that they put out. I think a lot of them have been good, and it's making it more approachable and casual friendly. It makes it easier for people to just jump in and try it, especially with the sponsored kit version. I just think Dire Marsh is the wrong map to be doing it on. But the fact that they dropped the crew size from 6 to 5 made it a lot easier to get Parasitism done and focus on what we wanted to do. I just wish that more...
Made it easier, even though we did it 50 fucking times in a row.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they can get some momentum in making the game more appealing to people who have not touched it or are on the sidelines. Like, it's on sale right now for like almost $10 off. So maybe that'll bring in some more people, but as long as they keep on the trajectory that they're on right now and testing new things and getting silly with it, I think that it's going to be okay. But I'm still positive on the game. I love it. I love doing solo runs as as Rook or any other shell. I'm enjoying it. I like it.
I mean, it's fair.
I've never played an extraction shooter, but I love it. Here's the thing. I think I like it more, and it might be another bias because I am so well versed in playing Halo and was with Bungie for a long time with their games. So it might just be an inherent thing, but it feels when I'm kind of like when I play Destiny, it feels like a Bungie game. The shooting is familiar, the mechanics feel familiar. I've been with them for so long that it's like I know this already.
Right. Hey man, that tracks. Like, I guess I'm not familiar with Bungie, so the mechanics feel weird to me, but not because they are weird. It's just I'm not used to them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, having played this game for multiple months, you guys have years of playing Bungie, so I'm like getting there. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's a valid point. I think this is one of those games. If you're good at it, you're gonna have a great time. If you suck at it, it can go anywhere from being a great time to being like the seventh level of hell.
It's funny. Bungie likes the number 7 a lot.
Oh, I bet they do.
They do. They really do. Like 7 is their number for everything.
Lucky number 11.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Do you guys want to play some marathon? Do you have time?
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be on. I have to arrange the house for bedtime, but then I'll be on a little bit later.
Yes.
Mike? Yeah? Okay. All right, folks. If you want more from us, we're on socials, which are the Facebooks and the Instagram and the Blue Sky and the Threads. And we also have a Patreon. Go check Patreon out because that's where a lot of like the raw stuff or things that don't make it onto other things go. It's exclusive. What is it? Video version of the podcast goes live on YouTube same time as the audio version of the podcast, which is Wednesdays at 7:30. We're Ramble Pack Pod or Ramble Pack Podcast on everything. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Let's go do what we need to do so we can take what? So we can go do some running.
Alrighty.
No? Okay.
Later.
Bye.
What episode is this again?